Whoa, man, it's been a long time since I've done one of these. Hey guys, it's B-Man coming at you with a response to this. Hey Bill and Doug, I actually liked what you guys did. It was really cool and everything. I actually liked the fact that you guys actually talked about the negatives in TNA. I'll admit, I was one of the people that would usually rip on yous and everything else because, to start off with, I first thought you guys were a bunch of TNA suck-ups and you mainly bag out WWE or any other product that wasn't TNA. But now that I've seen this, I've actually thought to myself, well, there you go. Bill and Doug have finally seen the light. They've seen that even TNA has its faults. But there was one little thing that sort of got my interest and niggled me a bit, was the fact that you guys talked about the veterans and everything else, and I do agree with you. I agree that there are some veterans that are past their prime and don't need to be on TV anymore. But there are two, yes I'll repeat them, two people that you did not mention. And I don't know if it's mainly because you have a respect for them and what they've done for the business, but you did not mention Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan. And those two men are I don't know how you'd say this, I guess you could say the perfect examples or leaders, if you will, for the people that just don't know when it's time to give up when they're past their prime in the wrestling business. Because, okay, let's face it, Ric Flair, I respect Ric Flair heaps for everything he's done in business. He is the man, or at least he was the man. And what he did was, in my opinion, disrespectful to the business and to the wrestling fans. He was in WWE. WWE did a perfect storyline exit for him. When he was retiring match with Shawn Michaels. It was one of the most talked about matches, other than Taker versus Michaels, in a while. And everyone loved how it ended, and like the whole emotion that you got out of it with Shawn and everything else. But now Rick's gone and joined TNA, and what does that really say about Rick? Like, that just tells you he's exactly like Hogan. He's in it for the money. And like, I respect Dixie Carter as a businesswoman. Like, I think it's great that she's taken business with Jeff and she's increasing it more. But please don't sit there and tell me that you're bringing Hogan in to put more things in the storylines and stuff, because that's just bullcrap. I mean, what have we seen since Hogan's been there? Nothing. I'm sorry, but nothing, in my opinion. Like, okay, fair enough. You brought in RVD and Jeff Hardy, and two of the biggest commodities in wrestling, if you ask my opinion, because RVD is what he says he is, the whole effing show. Everyone loves him and everything else. Jeff Hardy's a charismatic enigma, and he's got his own fan base, and the girls go nuts for him and everything else. And he's the hardcore extremist, which everybody loves. But when you got Hulk Hogan, yeah, okay, fair enough. Hulkamania, it's big, it's huge. Everyone loved it 20 odd years ago. But now it's just getting old, and like the fact of what he did, that's another thing too. What he did was even worse. That's spitting in the face of wrestling fans and the WWE as well. WWE puts him into the Hall of Fame. He goes to TNA and he puts the ring on Abyss. I don't care if it's a storyline and brings up this whole Abyssomania crap, but the fact of the matter is that it's just disrespectful. I mean, he got the ring for doing so many years in the business, and trust me, I've seen guys come. I've seen the guys come and go, like Piper and Slaughter and friggin' Junkyard Dog and all of them. You know what all those boys had in common? That Flair and Hogan don't obviously get, is that they know when their time's done. I haven't seen Flair or I haven't seen Piper, excuse me, Piper or anyone else get into the ring, but Hogan and Flair still do. Anyways, enough about them because I'm sick and tired of it. But on positives, now look, I like TNA. I like where it's going. I like where it goes with some of the things. Like I see with Samoa Joe that they're going back with his old gimmick, the whole Joe's gonna get you and everything else, and that's cool. Like that, to see the dominant Samoa Joe, that's what everybody wants to see and everything else. And I agree with you guys, like the fact that they're making pay-per-view matches and putting them on to normal television, that's just something you don't do. And yeah, but other than that, with everything else, man, I agree with you 100%. And like, I'm sorry I gave you this crap for a while about being on TNA's bandwagon, but it's just like now that you guys have seen that even TNA can make mistakes, like, which I'm glad it's been done, and you guys have seen that, and hopefully we'll hear more, and hopefully like TNA can actually like turn the tables and to actually take some of your opinions into account, because I wouldn't mind seeing guys like friggin' Anderson and the Pope and stuff like that actually get their shots in TNA, and instead of seeing the same old stuff seeing constantly, like Angle and everything else. I actually like where they're going with Angle, with the whole him taking on every member of the top 10. That's awesome. That's what you want to see. You want to see a guy that actually wants to work from the bottom up. But yeah, so hopefully that this will all turn into a positive and TNA will get back on track, because the Monday Night War wasn't even a Monday Night War. You might as well have just called it a TNA holiday. But they just come in, do a couple of shows, and then piss off back to their original time slot, which is what it was. So, alright guys, hopefully you just aren't angered by this or anything. I'm just giving you some positives and everything, saying I liked what you said and everything else. And I hope to hear much more, alright? Thanks guys, bye.